How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Ace. Today I'm once again joined by Songbird.
Hi.
And today we are checking out One OK Rock, Wasted Nights. I've also been told it's also pronounced 1 o'clock.
Interesting.
It's like a clock,
Oh, okay.
kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they said either one is okay to say. So I'm going to stick with the original because it's more comfortable for me to say, you know what I mean?
Fair. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of One OK Rock?
I have heard the name, and I'm pretty sure I only have heard the name because of your reaction videos. Other than that, I've never heard of anything.
Okay, valid. So they've been around since 2005. They're a Japanese rock band. It is 4 members. I'm going to say the names and then we're just going to stick for the most part to nicknames just to kind of simplify it a little bit. So we have Takahiro Moriuchi as the lead vocalist and rhythm guitar sometimes. I don't think I've seen him play guitar,
Mhm.
but it was listed as rhythm guitar, so I wanted to throw that in there. Toru Yamashita as the lead guitarist, Ryota Kohama as the bassist, and Tomoya Kanki as the drummer. So yeah, I'm excited to check this out. I've been enjoying One OK Rock's music, and I don't see a reason to stop now. So if you're ready, I say we go ahead and get to it.
Let's do it.
Awesome. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And without further ado, One OK Rock, Wasted Nights. Here we go.
どんな夜も必ず来て、そしてどんな朝も必ずやってきます。それがたとえ良くも悪くも皆さんたちが生きる限り必ずやってくるもんです。でも大事なのは今日この一緒に過ごした夜が皆さんたちにとってどんな影響を明日及ぼすか。今日僕らのライブ見てとっても幸せな気持ちになれて明日を迎えることができるんだったら僕らは幸いです。明日をしっかりとこの曲で迎えてあげてください。This next one is called Wasted Nights. Must be something in the water. Feel like I can take the world. Throw the weight up on my shoulders, 'cause I won't even feel the burn. Don't be afraid to die. Be afraid that you didn't try. These moments feel mine, that's why we're here, we sound alive. Let's live right where you are. Maybe just for tonight. We're thinking about tomorrow. Yeah, when the sun comes up. This body's done tomorrow. We'll be talking about tonight. Keep doing what we want, we want. No more wasted nights. ただ過ぎゆく時間に気を止める必要はない。何かを失えばまた何か手にする。Yes, don't be afraid to die. 何もせずはもっと来い。These moments feel mine, that's why. Let's leave right where you are. Maybe just for tonight. We're thinking about tomorrow. Yeah, when the sun comes up. This body's on tomorrow. We'll be talking about tonight. Keep doing what we want, we want. No more wasted nights.
I love it so far. I think it's
It
fantastic.
it's great. It's got like that feel good like melody, you know?
For sure. And like one thing that one of the first things I noticed about him when he started singing was just like how free his voice sounds
Mhm.
in the way of like this is, I mean, it's sitting up, it's not necessarily something that's low in somebody's range,
Mhm.
but it just sounds so free and so easy and like almost kind of conversational in a little bit of a way. And that kind of adds, for me, it adds to that light and joyful feeling, I guess.
It's on the vocal range of the more I want to say like optimistic and more happy feeling,
Mm,
you know? And I mean, he has like the vocal range to like go intense as well. And
Hmm.
like going into these songs, because I've never heard any of them,
Right.
I
Yeah.
never know what we're getting, which I think is great. It's a great
Hmm.
surprise. So I never know if it's going to be intense or if it's going to be moving or if it's going to be like an optimistic song.
Hmm.
And I think that's great because they do have the range and they do have
Hmm.
the variety.
Right. Which we talked about earlier. It's a beautiful thing when a band has so many different sounds and can evoke so many different emotions. I think it's they so far I'm really enjoying this, and I like I you said something about the crowd when they were singing back to them, and it's just like, oh, those moments are just incredible.
And speaking of the crowd, huge, if you
Yeah.
noticed.
Yeah. Just tiny, just like a
just
small gathering
just
of
just
people.
just a handful of people.
Their closest friends and family. It's incredible, and like, I mean, I think I said this on the warning reaction, like just what it must feel like to have written a song and then have these people sing it back to you. It just gets me in my heart every time. I think it's fantastic, and they're very talented musically. I'm really enjoying the like kind of halftime breakdown feel for the choruses. That's fun. Nice to bop to at a concert.
I don't know what he said at the beginning because there's no
Mm,
captions on the video. The speech that he was talking about, I went back just to see if there were captions and they were unavailable. So unfortunately, that part's lost to us. So if
yeah.
anybody has like a shorthand translation as to what was said, we would definitely appreciate it. I think it's cool when because I've heard a couple of songs where they kind of interchange Japanese and English kind of just effortlessly, and I think it's
Mhm.
great because we're getting both, and like we do have at least a rough translation. I think I don't know if these are fully translated or not, but we
Mhm.
have lyrics at least as far as I can gather. Like they're singing about like seize the moment,
Mhm.
don't waste because like we have only a finite amount of time on this planet
Mhm.
and
For sure.
they're talking about don't waste it, like go after everything that you want, like
Mhm.
go see like what you can achieve, shoot for your dreams and
Mhm.
just go for it.
And I love that too, because that's definitely maybe a broader take than what I was thinking about. Because for me, what that feels like is like, those nights that you will never ever forget
Mhm.
because you're just with your friends and you're having so much fun, and it's like where all of the inside jokes come from, and all of those moments where it's just some people, and you're sitting at somebody's house. You're like not you're quote unquote, it could be called quote unquote wasting time, right?
Mhm.
You're wasting your night just by like, sitting around doing nothing.
Mhm.
But I think that those for me, that's what it reminds me of, that kind of like free feeling, that kind of optimism, that joy. The feeling of the song brings me to those times where I've had those nights with my friends. And those are that for me, that's what it is like I'm not wasting my time with my friends. I'm having That's not a wasted night. And like in those moments you do feel immortal, right? Like you do feel like nothing's ever going to stop you, and like it's just there's a different kind of joy, I guess, I don't know, that comes from those nights for me.
Yeah, it's like we're making memories, which I mean they
Mhm.
talk about in verse 2, which he I believe sung in Japanese. Clock is
Mhm.
spinning, we don't notice. So yeah, you're living in the moment,
Mhm.
like at this moment in time you're not like thinking about, like oh, like 3 hours have passed by.
Right.
Like fill this room with memories, which is what you're doing. You're making memories and it's those moments that you never forget about.
Absolutely. Like, and I honestly, like, being older, like being an ancient 34 now, I don't have those nights
Yeah.
anymore, like they're so few and far between.
Hmm.
And that reminds me of those times, and how much I enjoyed them.
Yeah, it's like a nostalgic thing to think
Yeah.
about. Don't like go through life wishing that you had done something, like
Mhm.
because you're not getting that back. There
Exactly.
we haven't invented time travel yet, so
Yes.
as far as we know, getting to like the music side of this, yeah, we talked
Mhm.
about how Taka's voice is great here, and
Mhm.
like I did like how at the very beginning of the song, like it just started with like a keyboard or a synthesizer sound,
Yeah.
and then
Mhm.
it goes into the drums and the guitar, like
Mhm.
everything just kind of gradually comes in. It gradually builds up and more becomes more and more like fantastic.
Yeah. For sure. And it's just that kind of the slow build, the anticipatory kind of thing that it's a certain kind of, I don't know how to describe it, but like yeah, I think that adds to the feeling that we've been talking about.
And then when they get to the second verse, like
Mhm.
Tomo on the drums, like he's doing this really cool drum beat that I just instantly resonated with. I thought it was so cool to hear.
Mhm.
And yeah, I mean the audience is having so much fun. They're singing along. Like he's encouraging them to sing in on certain parts of the song, so you can hear them as
Mhm.
well, and you can really hear them because there's so many people.
Yeah. It's incredible. I that and again, when I, spend a lot of time going to live music, being part of the crowd and getting to do that and hearing the other people doing it too, like that was a big, beautiful, immersive part of live music. And I think it's just, oh, I love it. Gets me in my feels every time.
I mean, I'm enjoying this performance. I'm ready to check out the rest of it if you are.
Let's do it.
All right, so here we go.
Wasted nights. I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste a night. I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste a night. I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste a night. I don't wanna wait, I don't wanna waste a night. No more waste
That was so good. Gosh, where like they all stopped and he like you could hear a pin drop in the
Yeah.
audience. Oh my gosh.
So it was mentioned in one of the previous reactions where, here, like you'll hear a bunch of cheering during
Mhm.
moments like that. Over there, it's more, I guess, respectful, I guess is
Yeah.
a good word for it, where like
Mhm.
they wait, they
Yeah.
wait to see what's going to happen. And I
Mhm.
definitely like that. It's tense and at the
Mhm.
same time peaceful, I guess, because
Mhm.
it's just a moment of calmness.
It's almost like a reverence
Yes, that.
a reverence, not irreverent, but a reverence that
Mhm.
that you kind of have in those moments. Because like, I mean, I don't know about you, but I've totally been to concerts where like in those moments it really does evoke a sense of reverence from me, and it's an interesting feeling, and I love that they lean into that, and they kind of allow it to be, you know, to have a little pause and build the tension and all that kind of stuff. It's so good, and like his voice again, incredible.
Hmm. And again, yeah, he had the audience sing again, and
Mhm.
it was definitely louder this time. I feel like it was just you could hear the
Mhm.
words. It was so crystal clear.
Yeah, and then that one, like, when they were showing, like, panning audience shots, there was that one person that was crying. I was like, "Oh my god, I've been that person at so many concerts."
You know, like he's able to hold notes. Like he definitely was able to hold a couple of notes at the end there.
Mhm.
While impressive on this one, definitely not the longest he's held.
Yeah.
I
Mhm.
believe on Clock Strikes, how man, it was a very long note. It
Yeah.
was, I think it was 26 seconds on that one. I
Good
can't remember.
lord.
Yeah, it's a very long note. Yeah.
I love seeing, and again, his voice is, like, crystal clear, like,
Mhm.
just the tone of it is crystal clear, and it just, oh, it's beautiful. And they were all smiling so big,
Yeah.
and I love that. They You could tell they were just having the time of their lives, like, hearing the people sing, playing the music, they were having the best time, and I just think that shines through in performances.
Yeah, and like Toru, Ryota, Tomo, like they came in at just all the right times, especially
Mhm.
at the end where it just like exploded, and it was
Mhm.
fantastic to hear.
Yeah, they did a great job. I will be listening to more of them. They're very good.
And I definitely would not mind checking out more from One OK Rock. If y'all have any suggestions or anything we should know about, definitely drop those in the comments below. Would love to check those out. Don't forget to like and subscribe. It's cool. It's free. Tells me I'm doing the right thing, going in the right direction, all those good things. Don't forget to check out the description of the video as well. There's a lot of cool things in there. All our socials are in there. You can go over there and say hi. Hello. The release schedule I always drop on the socials a couple days early, so if you would like a sneak peek as to what's coming out the following week, that's the best way to do that. If you're interested in supporting the channel and getting a priority request in, you can check out the Buy Me a Coffee link. Each request is only $5 and it helps me out a bunch. The link to the video we reacted to is also in there. And if you made it to the end of the video, comment hashtag wasted night. I think that's it for this reaction. Check you out in the next one. Bye, guys.